The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the VCW Liberty Championship. Introducing first the challenger, hailing from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 150 pounds, he is the picture-perfect assassin, the sharpest blade, Chris Slade!
The hottest rising star in VCW has the opportunity to put an exclamation point on what has been a meteoric rise so far. The sharpest blade, Chris Slade, looking to become the Liberty Champion. I am Jason Heat, joined by Brandon Metheny. The Liberty title is on the line here at the Liberty Lottery. This whole night dedicated to the memory of our friend Dirty Money, former VCW champion. The very first rival here in VCW of Chris Slade. You're going to hear it a lot, that for so many tonight, they are going to do it for Dirty. A man who specifically chose to face Chris Slade in Slade's VCW debut.
Introducing his opponent, accompanied to the ring by his best friend, Sharkey, hailing from Charm City, weighing at 200 pounds. He is a two-time VCW Liberty champion and the reigning and defending VCW Liberty champion, the Spice Saul Esparza.
Spicy Shark himself, Saul Esparza, the crown shark of the Sharkey tank, accompanied by his best friend, Sharkey. Saul Esparza does not lack for confidence. Esparza currently in his second reign as the VCW Liberty Champion. Esparza has been facing some of the best young up-and-comers in the business, and now going up against the man many have pegged as a future champion, as a future franchise player for VCW, Chris Slade. You want to talk about having some of the hottest young talent? You want to know where people were making their bones before they made the national spotlight? This is a great example of why you have to be here at VCW to find that talent.
Absolutely. Chris Slade has been rocketing up the card here in VCW. He into the VCW tag team VCW champion, the tag team match, and came within a hair's breadth of becoming the new VCW champion. So this is a man who, the sky's the limit for him. And this could be the very first championship he wins here in VCW.
They say that styles make fights, and these two very different styles. Saul Esparza loves to throw his opponents and his weight around, whereas Chris Slade walks the way of the warrior, fluid, precision offense.
And fans, if you have not seen Chris Slade before, you are in for a treat. This man has some of the most incredible athletic moves you will ever see in a wrestling ring. And it's one of the things that makes him such a dangerous competitor is he can just hit you from every angle, and he never stops. It's the relentlessness of Chris Slade that makes him such a special competitor.
Chris Slade is endlessly innovative, as you are about to see right now. Saul Esparza often can be considered very simple and effective, so this is two worlds of different wrestlers in one ring.
Well, you mentioned the different styles, Jason. The key is making sure that your style takes precedence. Put your foot on the back foot, put them in position that's best for you, and that's exactly what Chris Slade is doing in the early going.
That was 3 different variations of a head scissors takeover in as many moments, and now Saul Esparza immediately on the outside getting some words of advice from his best friend, hello fellow kids, Sharkey.
Yeah, I will be clear. When I announced that is precisely what Saul Esparza insisted I say. Oh, and Chris Slade going to the outside. Esparza saw it coming with that European-style uppercut to the face.
The defense system is operational for Saul Esparza, not allowing the projectile offense to hit its mark.
And you've got to believe that Sharkey played a role there, was able to tip off Esparza.
And it's those strikes that can come from any direction. That dazzling offense by Chris Slade lands on his feet and now pushing Saul Esparza over. Already 2 for Slade.
And just that fast, Esparza down and almost out. Again, like you said, coming from every direction, the kicks, the punches, a sling blade, the head scissors start the match. Esparza's head's got to be spinning at this point.
We say that Chris Slade moves like water, but don't forget, that can be a tsunami and you can drown. And with this flurry of offense, Chris Slade is overwhelming Saul Esparza right off the gate. Looks like Chris Slade took that uppercut personally because he's got several now for Saul Esparza as receipts.
And I think the only thing that's keeping Esparza on his feet is the corner of the ring. Oh, a beautiful high knee from Esparza there. Saw it coming.
And these are the slams and throws that are the signature hallmark of Saul Esparza's offense.
And I just want to point out, that's the growth we've seen in Saul Esparza since he began in Young Lions Challenge. Not just knowing what to do, but where he is in the ring, realizing how close he is to the corner, and using those ring ropes as an ally to bounce those legs off Chris Slade off of. Fantastic ring awareness by Saul Esparza.
There's been a lot of hype surrounding Chris Slade, can't deny it, but the accolades, the actual accolades at the tail of the tape belong to Saul Esparza, who's nearly losing his balance on that arrogant cover. But Saul Esparza, not only a two-time Liberty champion, also is a Final Four in last year's Liberty Lottery, and of course the winner of the first ever George Washington Memorial Parkway Battle Royal. So in a very short period of time, Saul Esparza has become one of the most decorated wrestlers on the roster.
And to your point, Jason, about you can't miss an event here for VCW. Saul Esparza wins the Battle Royal, rockets him to championship contention. Now he's a 2-time world champion, defending him here at our biggest event of the year against one of the best up-and-comers in Chris Slade. Again, another match of the future here.
And of course, the fire in the belly of Saul Esparza has to be lit even more, given all the hype, weight, cover that Chris Slade has been achieving. We saw, basically, out of jealousy, Saul Esparza orchestrated a coup of the Sharkey tank and got Devontes beaten out of the group just because he felt like he wasn't the shiny toy anymore.
Oh, yeah, Esparza wanted to be the center of attention. I mean, he called Snow Sharkey his best friend. He wants to be the star, and clearly saw Devontes as a threat to him.
Is that sadder for Sharkey or Esparza, or is it equally sad for both?
I think it's equally sad for both, really.
All right.
I do want to point out, however, I mean, the match is young yet, but oh, this could be it right here.
Hurricane Rana into the pin. And so far, Esparza has had no defense for these head scissor takeovers. And finally, with that gut wrench, Esparza getting with the program.
Very smart defense by Esparza there. Shifts his head just enough to throw Slade off balance. Is able to hook the grip around the midsection and turn that into that slam. Very, very smart wrestling by Saul Esparza.
Lateral press there, gets two. And now, quite literally, it is Chris Slade fighting from underneath. Picture perfect assassin. The sharpest blade.
It's also worth pointing out, Jason, the match is young yet, but Little Sharkey has actually not gotten involved. Esparza's done all this on his own so far. I don't think it's going to last, but so far, I'm impressed.
Esparza, a very capable athlete, and now luring Saul Esparza and Chris Slade playing a game of whack-a-mole. Photo bomb! Is it going to be a photo finish? And Chris Slade coming within a hair's breadth.
Esparza's out.
And Esparza, either on instinct or adrenaline or gaining conscious at the last centimeter of a second, manages to get that shoulder up.
Esparza showing the heart of a champion there. Very impressive.
Neil Sharkey's got to be worried. If a shark stops moving, it dies. And thankfully, Spicy Shark was able to get out of the way. Spice Driver. And despite putting a little extra Tabasco, a little scorpion pepper on that one, the spice was not hot enough to put down the picture-perfect assassin.
Well, it looked like Esparza didn't quite have the leg hooked the way he wanted. It wasn't deep enough to keep Slade down. It was just enough for Slade to get his shoulder up. Both men, though, throwing their big shots out there. Just that close.
Chris Slade taking advantage of the momentary distraction by best friend, trademark, Neil Sharkey. And the strikes of Chris Slade have been indomitable. Balance of Chris Slade always is so impressive.
An impressive defense there, catching that kick from Esparza, putting Esparza down again.
And Neil Sharkey not tripping the leg, but actually grabbing the wrist mid-handspring of Chris Slade. Wait! Feet are on the ropes, Sharkey's on the feet. The Spice steals it. He may be a champion, but he's still just a little goon, crafty as all get out. Another successful defense as the Liberty title reign of Saul Esparza continues.
Look, Neil Sharkey showing why he's the manager of champions. He picked his spot, he got involved just once, but it was enough to turn the match around, allow Saul Esparza to, with a little bit of assistance on the ropes, retain the championship.
Chris Slade continues to strive to earn the prize, but it was not to be tonight. Saul Esparza retains the Liberty title at the Liberty Lottery. It is spicy here in Norfolk tonight.